So I'm sure you've heard of Phantasialand by now, known for its outstanding immersive areas and world-class roller coasters with thousands and thousands of videos on the internet showing the outstanding aspects of the park. But does it really live up to the hype? Well, this summer I had the chance to visit Phantasialand to find out if it's truly one of the best theme parks in the world. Something I immediately noticed as I entered the park was how well kept and clean it was. It's very clear that the park owners care about all of their areas, and you can definitely see that through their outstanding attractions they've opened in the last 20 years. The theming towers over you in every area of the park, and you really do feel encapsulated while in them due to the music, immense amount of detailing and landscaping. Now, I can't go on much further without mentioning one of Phantasialand's biggest strengths being its coaster collection. Taron, Fly and Black Mamba are all amazing thrill rides that each bring a different aspect to the lineup. Taron has the powerful launches and high-speed turns, Fly gives some surprising airtime for a flying coaster, and Black Mamba is a forceful terrain coaster that sticks very low to the ground. Without any theming, they're all brilliant rides, but the fact they've done it to the level they have completely transforms them into some of the world's best coasters. Even though I'd seen Rookburgh in videos, in real life this area is even more incredible and on a much bigger scale than I was expecting. The next level theming, intertwined with Fly wrapping around the area, really did take my breath away. And a restriction apart from the space is that they have to keep noise levels down as they're near to residential areas, so they have to build sound barriers up and around the rides. But Phantasialand have definitely taken advantage of this, as these walls, especially in Rookburgh, were so well themed that it made me almost forget that I was in a theme park. Though going back to the coaster collection, Phantasialand still has some great family coasters such as Colorado Mine Train, Reich, and finally Windjazz, which are two very quirky and fun spinning coasters. I'm not going to spoil what happens on these, but if you know, you know. Overall, Phantasialand offers a great selection of flat rides, roller coasters, and two world-class water rides, so there's definitely enough to spend 2 days at the park. Sadly, I only had 1 day, which meant that I missed certain attractions that I would have loved to go on. If you are staying for 2 days, you could stay in one of their 3 hotels, each of them offering a different experience, and the best thing is they're located inside the theme park areas, which just makes them more special. Another difference in comparison to most other theme parks that I've visited is the food quality. You can have some really nice meals at Phantasialand instead of the average fast food that most theme parks offer. Something that I think Phantasialand could improve on are their dark rides, as although they have a few, they do feel a bit outdated. And I think it'd be great if we saw maybe a newer trackless dark ride at the park, because I think that would really be the cherry on top of what is an otherwise perfect theme park. With a park full of world-class attractions, the decent dark rides that they have at the moment feel a little out of place. And this does include their indoor coaster Crazy Bats, as personally I think the current theme feels a bit temporary, and knowing Phantasialand, I don't think it'll be much longer before we see a change. That said, I really enjoyed their shooting dark ride Mouse au Chocolat, even though it relied a little too much on the screens. Apart from seeing Rookburgh for the first time, one of the biggest surprises was how good their funhouse was, called Hotel Tartuffe. It had loads of interesting things to walk over, funny theming, upside down rooms, trommel tunnels and a massive slide to finish it off. I would not give this a miss. And in fact, there are absolutely loads of indoor attractions at Phantasialand, so if the weather isn't great on your visit, it shouldn't ruin your day. I'd also recommend seeing one of their shows too. I watched one called The Battle of the Best, and funnily enough, it was one of the best theme park stunt shows I've ever seen. So in response to my question earlier, I think Phantasialand does live up to the hype. I was very lucky with my day as the weather was perfect and it wasn't too busy, but even if that's not the case, the crazy amount of theming, world-class water rides, and the coasters should definitely make up for it. But that's it for this video. Be sure to leave your thoughts on the park down below, and I'll see you next time.